It's been a long time since you last saw me. Apologies for that. But I'm back to finish off these two chairs with the promised upholstery.
So, thanks to the helpful guys at Home Upholsterer, I have all the materials I need to start upholstery. Decron, foam, twill fabric, elastic webbing, and some mystery fabric that my wife chose. I'm quite excited to see what she decided on, but we'll look at that later. So this webbing is 5 centimeters, and judging by the chair width, it looks like 4 strips would make sense. So let's start tacking.
Start at the back with 4 staples. Honestly, I was a little bit surprised at how loud it was. Thread it through the stretcher, which I made earlier. Make it drum tight and staple in the front. Again, used 4 staples. Trim off the excess, fold it over, and staple it again. My technique's pretty slow and clumsy at this point, but hopefully I'll get better as I work through this. I'll repeat the same thing with the 4 strips of webbing going lengthways. Speed it up for you guys. With the verticals done, we now do the horizontal webbing strips and we weave them through alternating verticals. Like any other weaving, we alternate up and down each horizontal strip. With the webbing done, we cover it with a layer of twill fabric, again stapling a few points up the top, applying a bit of stretch, and then stapling at the bottom opposite. Just alternating and slowly working around the edge. Because this is hidden, the fabric can be folded upwards. Just working my way around. Once I'm happy with the stretch, I'll fold it over and staple it again. There's a bit of excess, so I'll trim that away. I'm trying to keep the line of staples on top of where the caning was so that it reflects the original design of the chair. Sorting out the corners. And another layer of Decron, rough cutting it and then feathering the edges. Decron's always used as a interface between foam.
Ho 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 ho!
And here we apply the foam, folding the corner under and stapling again up the top, just a few. I found this a bit fiddly. Foam trimming away the excess. Folding it over and tacking it. I found the foam tears quite easily, so you have to be quite careful. Again, first time doing this, so it's a bit of a learning experience. Just closing up any of the missed gaps. And one more layer of Decron. Again, interface between foam and fabric. Apart from giving a better transition, it stops the fabric from abrading from the foam.
Time for the big reveal. Oh, interesting. Interesting indeed. It's a very bold choice by my wife. Let's rough cut this. Find an appropriate place in the pattern and apply the cushion.
Like all the upholstery we've done on this chair, we first staple it at the back a few times. This time we're folding it under because this is the final visible surface. I thought by wearing gloves I would keep the fabric cleaner, but it was actually a pain. So stapling the front, just opposite to where I did at the back, with a bit of tightness. Trimming off the excess. I needed new scissors, they're awful. And just working my way around the edges, trimming and tucking it under. Didn't really know what I was doing on the corners, but I kind of made something work. Not as perfectly even around the edges, a few undulations there, and a few wrinkles. So with that done, it's time to hide the staple line with what's called GIMP, which is just a thin strip of fabric just glued in place with a hot glue gun. Problem with this version of GIMP is that it was a bit porous and some of the glue seeped through. So in future, I'll have to make sure the layer of glue is very thin, no blobs. And work my way around until it's all done. Wasn't too difficult, I guess.
So there you have it. One finished upholstered chair. I'm quite happy how this turned out. It just shows that it makes sense to persevere even though maybe you make mistakes or you're not quite happy with the direction it's going. In the end, it comes together and it looks really good. I'm happy with it. I'm sure the wife will be happy with it. One more chair to go and then I'm done. So thank you for following me on this journey and I'll see you next time. Bye.